Listen up.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Kel.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast with Lucy.
Hello.
And Casey.
Yo-yoey.
And I'm also
Yo-yoey.
here. Before we welcome Lucy back, can I say, a couple of weeks ago we said, this is it, full week of podcasts. Then the week after that, we're like, this is it, full week of podcasts. And then the week after that, we said, totally, this is it, full week of podcasts. Can I say, this is it.
Okay.
This week, 5 podcasts, back to back to back. Let's see how we go. Having said that, welcome back to the podcast, Lucy.
It's really great to be back. I am so sorry about being so sick.
Like it's your fault.
Yeah, I was going to say, can you apologise for that sort of thing?
I think you can. I was just absolutely knocked out by whatever I had. It nearly turned into pneumonia. I have been on everything on the planet. I'm still not right, which is crazy, but I am glad to be back.
Just remember, full week of podcasts. I've promised it. But it's
you've
good to have
said
you
it.
back. It's good to have you back.
Yeah.
And can I say you did very well being sick for 2 weeks and not going out of your mind, because you're a very productive person, and when you're actually confined to quarters, you go a bit, what do you call it?
What's it called?
When you're
What's that
inside.
phrase?
Yeah, there's a phrase. There's an old person's phrase.
You guys
Stir
don't work
crazy?
it out.
No.
Bit stir crazy, maybe? No, you do something when you're inside. Anyway, that's an old person's phrase, Casey. Don't even worry about Googling it.
I'm not worrying.
I'm just
I
saying
need to
that.
know because it's doing right.
Anyway, I'm just happy that you're here in your natural environment doing the work that you love to do. And do you have anything to say to your protege?
Yeah, I'm so proud of her, and I'm so thankful that she was able to step in, and I knew it was going to be like a baptism of fire, just thrown in front of the mic, and there you are.
Right.
And of course, this girl can do anything, though. She'd take over the world.
She crushes it.
She can do anything. Of
Love
course
you.
she can do this. Doesn't even matter.
Now she knows how easy our job is.
Oh my gosh, you don't even understand
No,
how
you-
exhausted I was.
Yeah, you said that. You said you were shocked at how tiring radio is.
And I was doing a quarter of what Lucy would do on a normal day. And I said
I
to
don't know about
Cal at the end of the show,
Shut up,
I
man.
am dead. I was so exhausted. Like,
Yeah.
I'm being back in the producer's desk on Monday. As much as fun as I did have during that whole week, it was great.
Yeah.
But I was glad to be back behind the desk for like one day at least.
Yeah, it does take a lot of mental energy. This is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it just talking, guys? Isn't it just talking into a
Absolutely
microphone?
No, go on. What were you going to say, Case?
I was going to say, it surprised me that you didn't even reply back to one work email. Like, I knew you were dead set sick because when you have
Yes.
been sick before and you've went home like an
Still
hour
work.
early,
Yeah.
you're still on your emails. You were frantically
Yeah.
replying back to everything. But I forwarded you a couple emails, a couple interview opportunities, good ones. You didn't even get back to me. I was like, she's gone.
Yeah.
I've got to do everything.
That is so true.
Yeah.
I will. If I shut down, there's 2 ways you know I'm sick. Number one, I don't reply to emails.
Yeah.
Or I
that's
don't do work
serious.
stuff because I'm obsessed with work.
Yeah.
Number 2, if I don't have makeup on, you know it's all gone to
Chaos.
Casey came and visited me when I was sick with lovely Lydia. They dropped off a present on my doorstep. I was inside. I knew they were outside. And I walked outside and the girl saw me
In your dressing gown?
No,
with my
wow.
hair unwashed for a week on top of my head and not a skerrick of makeup. And I looked so bad. Lydia started backing away because it looked like I looked like a Walking Dead zombie. And I thought, well, this is proof that because I'm always put together. I love a face of makeup, a stiletto, and an outfit. So. You know, I'm sick when I've got no makeup on. And I came in last week, when I came in midweek to try and do the show and I was really ill, no makeup, baseball cap on, lay on the floor. That's how you know I'm sick.
Stunning.
If I've got no makeup on, I'm sick.
Yeah.
That's it. Honestly, I swear, because I've got no energy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lydia said you looked younger without makeup. BT dubs.
Well, I look like a Walking Dead zombie, a
Right.
younger Walking Dead zombie.
You
Young zombie.
don't. Lydia's right.
No,
Correct.
I looked at myself this whole week and I kept looking at myself going, this is what Kel sees, because I look so bad. I look so gross.
I do that all
And
the
I kept
time.
looking in the mirror going, how's this man attracted to me? Because I'm not attracted to myself. And sometimes I am attracted to myself. And I was not attracted to myself. And I looked at Kel and I was like, I wonder if he's regretting marrying me because I look horrifying.
So relatable. That is dead
Do you,
set.
do
So
you know what I
relatable.
mean?
I do that
you
all
go,
the
Look at her
time.
and go, this is what he sees. And I was
All
like,
the time.
gross.
I'm like,
why would he come near me?
Yep.
I'm glad
Perfect.
it wasn't just me because I
Yeah.
was staring at myself going, this is foul.
It's cool being a woman.
Hey, let's talk V-Day. I've got lots to talk about.
All right.
we're directing the potty
So
today.
I've
Yeah,
got to tell you
I'm here
something.
for it.
True story, and you'll hear it if you hear it in the potty today. Kel has bought me something for Valentine's Day. It's arriving in the mail. I'm very excited because Kel is Well, he is a romantic guy.
Yeah.
And he...
Sounds like there's a however.
No, because sometimes... No. You always get me something for Valentine's Day, but more often than not, you're like, what can I buy you? Please send me a link. And I'll go, I love this necklace. And we're fine with that. But this year, none of that. He's like, he's gone out on his own. And I'm excited about that.
I don't believe I've even told Casey what this is.
Oh,
And I tell you what, I am
I don't
excited.
think I have.
I
No,
tell
you
you,
haven't.
I tell you what I'm excited about is that you've gone and done this. It's lovely. And I said to you, I feel bad because I haven't gotten him anything because I've been sick in bed for 2 weeks. I've not thought about it. But I did think, should I buy Casey a Valentine's Day?
I was just going to say that.
And then I was in the shops and I was like, what should I get Casey for Valentine's Day? And I was like, Lucy, you can't buy, this is her first one married with Riley. You can't buy anything. Because I buy things for people, like I buy our kids Valentine's Day presents.
Oh, I love that.
My mum,
So special.
growing up, my mum, every Valentine's Day, I would wake up, there was always a Babysitter's Club book and a single red rose, fresh red rose, and a card from my secret admirer in my mum's handwriting.
Aw.
And it became this special thing as a little kid. Every year I was so excited for Valentine's Day because I got a red rose and a book from my mum.
Come on.
And mum made everything special. And I didn't even realise at the time. And now I look back and I'm like, my gosh, I took it for granted. So every year I've done something very special for my daughter. I write her a card from her secret admirer. She rolls her eyes. She knows it's mum. And I was buying Kel. When I got married to Kel, I bought Kel's kids Valentine's Day presents. They're like, what is this about? Because I'd never had that experience. So I still love doing that. And then I was like, well, Casey feels like a daughter. Do I go buy Casey her Valentine's Day present?
Well, I can tell you for sure, and I think Riley's on board now, he won't be surprised if you two get each other Valentine's Day presents.
Correct. I think you've already outdone him because he's got nothing. But we actually agreed we're getting nothing.
Yes, because you're just newlyweds and you've got to save your money when you're first married.
Casey doesn't strike me either as the type of lady that would be like, don't get me anything, and then be upset when you get nothing.
Yeah.
No, she's not that.
No.
Casey be like, don't get me anything. And he'll be like, okay. And then she's fine.
Yeah.
Because
I
over
was legit,
the
don't get me
centuries,
anything.
guys still don't understand that trap. where it's
So
like-
if he's not getting you anything, I can get you something and he won't get upset.
Exactly. Well, you already did.
Well, I did get her a key ring
Is
today.
that the Valentine's Day
No,
present?
that was just thank you for looking after the show for 2 weeks present.
Aw. She got me a plushy SpongeBob keychain.
Yes.
Connected to jellyfish because he loves to catch those.
Yeah.
And it's all hooked up by this blue springy thing,
Yeah.
which is obviously
It goes on your wrist.
symbolic to waves in the
Yeah,
ocean.
that's it.
Well,
Goes on your
obviously,
wrist.
the obvious question that I
Obviously.
have to ask now, and I don't know if I'm comfortable asking it, but obviously then, what do two people who love each other very much get each other for Valentine's Day?
A ring.
What, are you, okay.
You want a
And
ring?
a wedding venue.
Well, I bought your children big chocolate love
No,
hearts.
I'm talking about specifically, you have now committed to each other in a romantic fashion,
Yeah.
and you're going to purchase something for each other on Valentine's Day.
Platonic. Yeah.
What does either party expect from each other?
Well, we know each other that well. We don't even need to say.
We don't even
We're
need to
actually
say.
telepathic.
Because I know what she'll get me.
Yep.
Yeah. She's already got a bag
Totally.
of it on my desk at the moment.
Oh, okay.
She'll buy me cauliflower chips.
Yeah. I'll
I'll-
make them for you.
I'm addicted to those. And I will get her some form of very healthy food.
Can't wait for my chickpeas.
Oh, how very romantic. Cauliflower chips.
And chickpeas.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Winter Olympics. It's on, baby. 2 weeks of sporting endeavour in the snow. And of course, the Winter Olympic opening ceremony. And I believe, this was absolutely the highlight of the opening ceremony of the Winter Olympics. Yes.
That.
Now, can I say, spoilers, that's not from the Olympic opening ceremony across the weekend, because if it was, the Olympic police would come and tase me and drag me away.
Good, yeah. That's he's sung Nessun Dorma for forever. Andrea Bocelli.
What a performance!
What a voice. Imagine they kept cutting to people in the stadium and
Tears!
everyone's just crying and hugging each other. And I thought, he is the man to unite the world at the moment. Just that voice, that song, this moment, and then they wheel out Mariah Carey.
Well, no, Mariah Carey was first.
Well, I know that, but I'm just saying this is the thing. Like they've created this incredible event with him, and then there's a Mariah Carey interlude, which was
Again, this is where I'm leading
anyway.
to.
He was amazing.
It's the world sporting event of the next 2 weeks. That is the Olympics, the Winter Olympics. I'm ensconced. I'm watching
I've
as
lost
much.
him.
I'm watching as much as I can. Lucy's got no real time for the Olympics. I tried. I was even watching the figure skating on the weekend. Dance skating, everybody. And I was making the defence for figure skating as a sport. And Lucy's like, this isn't a sport. And I'm like, Lucy, of all people.
They were dancing
Of all sports.
to Men in Black.
Of
and
all
I said,
sports.
I said 2000 called. They'd like their song back.
Of all sports I thought you'd interact
All
with.
songs to dance to Men in Black.
You can't even get on board the figure skating. And I was watching the men's downhill on Saturday night, and there was about 4 hours of that, and I turned to my darling wife, who was on her phone on the couch, and I said, are you enjoying the Olympics? She said, it's so boring.
There's one
Every
thing, they're skating
sport.
backwards down a hill.
That's the most exciting way to ski. Backwards, down a hill. Are you not entertained?
No, I wasn't entertained.
She wasn't. What's worse is that...
And then there was this one lady skiing, and then she lost her skis, and she's flipping in
I
the
know.
air. Got one ski.
Launches.
And I was like, well, you're not very good, are you?
Look at Casey's face as you explain this. Launches off the half pipe, and her skis come off her feet.
I still stand by the idea.
And Lucy's like, boring.
Listen to me. I still stand by the idea that the Olympics put in one normal person to every race just so we can see how hard it is.
So
Because
Lucy's
we all think we could do it. If they just had normal Johnny come down and we'll go, oh, it is really hard.
only a select group of middle-aged white men that think they can do it. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
everybody. Anyway, I couldn't get Lucy involved in the Olympics. And what's worse for Lucy, at 10:30 this morning, the Super Bowl. Yes, indeed. The Patriots versus the Seahawks.
Is Taylor Swift's boyfriend in it?
No.
Oh, I'm not interested.
He plays for the Texans, I believe. I don't think he plays anymore.
Does
I
he?
think he's exclusively Taylor Swift's fiance. Anyway, the Super Bowl, I was like, Lucy, sure you're excited about the Super Bowl? She's like, no, not even slightly. No one's excited about it. I had to explain to Lucy was gobsmacked that I follow an American football team.
Smacked.
Since the 90s.
Smacked.
I said, I follow the Steelers.
And I was
she's like, that's not even, you just made that up. And I said, the Pittsburgh Steelers. And she Googled it. She didn't believe me. She Googled it.
I did believe you. I just wanted to see what their colours were, to see if they were cool colours.
Nothing can
They're
get
not
Lucy.
cool colours.
Not even the halftime entertainment can get Lucy excited. Now, this is the question that I have for you this morning, Melbourne. 0428 899 899. There is so much going on at the moment. I mean, the tennis was a great lead-in. Now we've got 2 weeks of the Olympic Winter Games. We've got the Super Bowl today. It's all happening. And Lucy doesn't think it has affected anyone's life in any way. Lucy thinks everyone's just living their normal life.
Listen. I know our audience. I've been broadcasting here for nearly 2 decades. I know who I'm talking to right now. I know Juliet, Livia, I know the Jodies, the Angelas are all listening, and I know they don't care about the Super Bowl. I know that.
I think you'll be surprised.
No. Let's just pick a name out of the air. Juliet from Edithvale, one of our darling listeners. I would, not that I encourage gambling, but I would put my whole house and life savings on the fact that Juliet does not care
You
about
might be able
Super
to find
Bowl.
one or two, but I truly believe there are
Women
people...
or men? Because I don't think women are into
Let's
it.
not be sexist here. I believe all humans are interested in the sporting endeavours of either the Olympics or the Super Bowl today. It's 2 of the largest events. These are global events happening today and across the next couple of weeks. Producer Casey has produced 21.4 million humans tuned in to the opening ceremony across the weekend. 21.4 million. It's the highest amount of eyeballs watching the opening ceremony since 2022. And then 123.7 million people will be tuning in to the Super Bowl at 10:30 this morning. Lucy, however, says, boo,
Sorry.
sports.
You're not telling me people are watching the Super Bowl more than they're watching the Olympics.
Yes, that's how important the
she's
Super
wrong. So it's ridiculous. People cannot be correct.
So this is Lucy's attitude to what's going on in the world right now. 2 of the biggest events around the globe right now happening. Lucy doesn't want a bar of it, and she says she's taken a survey of herself, and she agrees with herself. Nobody's into it.
Survey says.
Are you rearranging your life, changing your schedules to catch some of the Winter Olympics at 3 in the morning, or the Super Bowl today when it kicks off at about 10:30? A lot of people weighing in, Luce, this morning.
Yeah, and it's exactly how I thought it was going to be. Adriana goes, I could not care less about either.
She's tried, and she could not
No,
care
she didn't even try. She
any
doesn't need
less.
to try.
Okay.
Don't make her
But
try.
if she did try, there's no possible way she could care less. She's at the least amount of caring.
Rodney in Burwood says, welcome back, Lucy. So good to hear you back on air. Yes. Thank you, my love. Rodney goes, I forgot the Olympics was even on the weekend.
Don't say stuff like that, Rodney. That doesn't help.
But that's just Rodney's life.
How could you forget?
Because if you're not watching free-to-wear...
Channel 9's been pumping out promos for weeks.
But if you're not watching free-to-wear, and a lot of people don't... The other day, you and I were watching free-to-air, and there was an ad, and my daughter walked in and she went, what's this? What is this? And I said, TV. And she goes, can you pause it? I said, sweetie, it's live. And she was like, what do you mean?
We can't go backwards.
I said, I know. This is the olden days.
All right. So 2 people so far not watching the Olympics.
Jocelyn and Clyde North, absolutely not. Kel, I'm not interested in sport.
Do people have to be so sort of cut and dry about it?
Karen Billings says, all I can say is, thank goodness for paid TV. Sorry, Kel, I'm not watching either.
All right. Don't have to apologise every time.
Deanne, welcome back, Lucy. Please, you're feeling better. She does like the Olympics, but not the Super Bowl.
That's fine. See? I'm not saying it's for everybody, but there you go.
You changed your tune.
No.
Like a minutes ago, you're like, everybody loves the Super Bowl. 100 billion people are watching it.
Well,
and I'm like, none of our listeners are. And you're like, yes, they are. And now we've asked the listener, and we've not
Deanne,
found a single person who watches the Super Bowl.
Deanne just said she loves the Winter Olympics. She's a lady and she's staying up at 3 a.m. to watch the cross-country skiing.
I still believe that people don't really care about the Super Bowl
Right.
in Australia that are listening to our show.
Are you going to talk about the text that came through about the lady that loves all things to do with sports? Or have you just decided
Can't
not
see
to
that,
read
no.
that one
Well,
out?
let me refresh. My screen is always laggy.
Jody, Listener of the Year, 2025. I get up at stupid hours to watch all different kinds of sports. Not really into the Super Bowl, but most other sports I'll get up to watch. Tennis, netball, basketball, Olympics, Com Games, World Championships. She loves sports with a heart emoji.
Where are you reading this?
Interesting that you didn't read that one out. Oh, you didn't bother to scroll down? Oh, I see what's happening here.
Well, no.
Oh, the numbers have been weighted, have they? Oh, right. Need to get the judges in.
Can I just say,
Yes.
I have just, my computer is malfunctioning.
Oh,
It's
okay.
true.
The Lucy and Kel podcast. You're going to love this next bit. Oh, spoiler alert.
We were having a bit of a time with the poopy dogs. We were going through about a week of... And I know if you're on board with dogs, you're on board with dogs. If you're not on board with dogs, this story is not going to make you any more on board with dogs. So we have dogs, and they were having trouble keeping things inside of themselves. So they would have all their food, and then later on it'll all come out. Sometimes it came out the front way, sometimes it came out the back way, sometimes both at the same time. And it wasn't...
Sometimes when they were on the white couch. On my new white couch.
On the new white couch.
Sometimes on the new white couch.
But you handled it very well because they were sick little doggies. The white one especially was very sick. And as you may or may not know, the white one's mine.
Yeah.
The white one is my favourite. So when the white one gets sick, it's my
Luna.
problem.
Yeah.
Basically.
That's his baby girl.
And by the time we got to about 11 o'clock on the Thursday night, before the Friday that I wasn't on air, the white dog wasn't doing very well at all, including the fact that after another bout of, I'm going to say that, the poor white dog had a fit.
She's had a seizure before.
Yes.
This was her second epileptic seizure, which is horrific.
The first time she had a seizure was quite confronting and we're all a mess. This time I knew better about how to handle myself and how to handle Luna, and we got through.
Because the first time she had a seizure, I ran around screaming, she's
holding
dying,
the dog,
she's dying.
spinning around in circles.
And so we've learned to.
So we've calmed down a lot, and it was just me and the dog because I was sleeping in another room because the dog was up and barking and not very happy at all. After the seizure, calmed Luna down, and I sort of packed everything up. It was about 11 o'clock on a Thursday night, and I went to the emergency vet hospital. I said goodbye to Lucy and I drove off into the night. Now, at about 1 o'clock, I was able to see one of the vets at this delightful, thank God for 24-hour vet hospitals.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
Bringing in all your poopy dogs and your cats and your bunnies and everything that need immediate care. And it was one of those, it's like, have you seen the sort of TV shows that do sort of those sort of behind the scenes at hospitals and vets and police stations and stuff like that? It was like one of those. Like there was 3 girls there and they were all different characters. One girl you could see had studied being a vet for like 7 years and was in the blue scrubs and had a ponytail and was ready to go. There was another young lady who had tattoos all over her arms and kind of like a kitten in her front pocket and a bunny rabbit on her shoulder. Yeah. And there was a third lady that would only speak to the dog. Only speak to Luna and not to me, and ask Luna questions about how she was going. They were delightful 3 girls who are working at like 1 in the morning.
I know. They would have fun though. Can I just say, side note, if you're 3 young girls at a 24-hour vet and your job is just to be up all night with bunnies, like you'd be loving your life too. You wouldn't even care. You'd smash an energy drink, you'd pop on some tunes, and you'd have so much fun.
And another thing that I've noticed about going to the vets, it's very, very professional, except for the fact that all the vets talk to dogs in baby voices. So you've got a professional vet there going, you're not feeling so with a baby. So about seizures in dogs. Just completely switching from mode to mode.
Yeah.
As we talked about what was going on with Luna, as we gave her some injections, she had all the sort of things that happen when you're a vet. I'm not a vet, so I don't know. But she had the checkups, she had injections, she had special medicine, and then we talked about, her life going forward. And by the time I got out of the vets, it was about 4 a.m. And so I texted Casey and I said, Casey, I'm an old man and I haven't slept at all.
No.
And I'm going to be useless on the radio this morning. Could you please help me out? And Casey said, I'm already doing it.
Yeah.
She was probably already at the studio,
Yeah.
already constructing great radio.
Yeah.
And I went home and didn't go to bed. I didn't go to sleep. I couldn't sleep because I'd been up all night.
Yeah.
Now, back in the day...
And it was, can I just say, I know we're having a bit of fun, it was traumatic, and there was a point, again, where we both thought we were going to lose our dog again. So
I didn't talk about that bit.
Yeah, it was, that was, so there was a bit of trauma involved, just so you know. I did go to sleep, and I was still sick, and I woke up thinking, is she even alive? It was a traumatic night.
But back in the day, staying up all night, that was par for the course.
Par for the course.
As a younger man, I fought the night and won. I would plan my weekends around not sleeping at all. I would say, well, it's Friday, I'll get some sleep on Sunday as I make the most of the weekend with my mates. I successfully, because I was up going to the vets and looking after the dog, successfully got through an entire night without sleep at the age, and I know this is going to shock some people, 49! And I thought to myself, well, this is pretty good. 49 years of age, can still get through the night. I'm going to function all day. I'm going to be great all day. I'm going to be up and about. I'm going to be taking care of stuff. By about 1 p.m, I was unconscious.
Yeah, on the couch.
I was unable...
I filmed him and put it on social media.
I could not move. I was having an out-of-body experience for the rest of the day. So much do I need sleep that I felt like I was going to go to the doctors the next day based on the fact that I didn't sleep through the night. I cannot handle not sleeping anymore.
No, who can?
Well, young people.
Yeah.
But I had to pull an all-nighter for reasons. And I thought this morning, 0428 899 899, let's do a quick survey says.
That's at the same time.
Survey says.
When did you pull an all-nighter?
Pull an all-nighter.
Is that the question?
Yeah, when did you...
Just wanted to say it in unison.
Okay.
I wanted to guess your question.
Well, I haven't had much sleep because I was up all night on Friday morning. When did you get through a whole night without sleep recently?
Olivia says, I work night shift every week, every fortnight, 2 nights, and sometimes 3 nights in a row. And it's exhausting.
It is exhausting. We kind of do a little bit of shift work here with Lucy and Kel for breakfast. We do get up very early and have to go to bed very early as well. But I mean, if you're a professional nurse or someone, even those poor vets at the 24-hour vet service, I mean, they're going through right through the night and
Shifty
they're doing a
workers.
very, very important job.
Juliet says a few years ago we were on school camp and a girl whacked her toe running into her room to go to bed. It was up to 9:30, so I had to take her to the hospital. It was closed. We had to drive to another hospital an hour away. We were there till 4 a.m. Her toe was broken. We got back to camp at 5 and then the day kicked off. It was a long night.
Is that a school camp?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Juliet's a teacher.
Because you're expected to be on the spot the next morning. You can't tell the kids that you can't look after them.
And you can't be bitter or grumpy. You can't be like, I've had no sleep because of Janine and a broken toe. You've got to be so lovely.
Better
I
people
couldn't
than
do
us.
that job. I've got no poker face, as you've all learned. Jodie goes, I am 43 and I went for a girls' weekend away to Sydney in August last year. We pulled an all-nighter. She goes, and I'm due for my next one in 2035. Have you got some time to recover, Jodie?
Yeah, if you're 43 and doing an all-nighter, as much fun as you have had, you will definitely wait another 10 years to do that all over again.
Jess in Croydon's texted in, lots of all-nighters. Last all-nighter was 2 weeks ago with my 3-year-old who had gastro.
Ooh, always fun. Always fun. I remember standing in the shower with my firstborn, and he was about 3, going through gastro.
Do you know what? My daughter, Shiloh, who's now turning 12, never had gastro.
Never had it.
Nah, not as a baby, not as a little girl, not as a toddler.
Oh.
She was never sick as a baby, so I'm very thankful for that. I had many all-nighters, but not because of that. And Mark says, I pulled an all-nighter recently finishing a uni assignment that I convinced myself I would just do tomorrow night, then tomorrow night, then tomorrow night.
I completely forgot about that whole part of your life where you're up all night studying for exams or getting together that project that you've had 6 months to do, but you haven't started until the night before. Good times.
Good times. Good. Hey, look, everyone's having
Good stressful times.
all-nighters.
Well done, everybody. Get some sleep.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
I was so sick of being sick. I'm still not 100%. I have had so many antibiotics. Long story short, got really sick. Then it got sicker. Came back that one day. That pushed me over the edge. Ended up with a secondary infection. Sick all the way into my lungs. They were worried it was going to turn into pneumonia. It was just one of those. I saw a doctor 3 times over the 2 weeks I was sick. That's how sick I was. Normally I don't even normally go to a doctor. But Kel was like, you have to go to a doctor. Extraordinary woman. And so I did do what she said. And she's like, you just need to stop. And I said, no, you don't understand. I have to go to work. And she's like, no one has to go to work. She's like, you need to stop, Lucy, or you're just going to end up in hospital. And I was like, because I'm not a good patient and I'm not good at doing nothing. And I'm really not good at sitting down at home doing nothing. I'm very not good. That's why I asked Chat, what should I do to be productive? Because I thought maybe Chat would be like, hey, Lucy, why is you sick? Why don't you organise your cupboards? But I actually couldn't get off the couch for almost 2 of those whole weeks. Could not move off the couch. Managed to get from bed to couch. And I'm talking, didn't shower, had terrible hair, looked terrible, didn't get out of my pajamas, moved from couch to bed, bed to couch, bed to couch. Waited for Kel to come home. He would make me soup and toast. That's what I did.
That was your life for 2 weeks.
But 2 weeks is a long time to lie on the couch. And my friends, I am so sick of TV. I had a migraine for those 2 weeks, so I couldn't really read. Reading was not an option. Sitting scrolling, I didn't actually do much scrolling, which was really great. I didn't open my laptop once, which is big of me because normally I still keep on top of work emails. I couldn't. But I did have the capacity just to watch TV. Mindless TV. And my friends, I've reached the end of streaming. I've watched everything that is available on streaming. I've watched it all.
Everything. Netflix, Stan.
Here's a list of
Binge,
some things I've binged.
HBO, Max,
everything.
Prime.
I reset up all our streaming services. This is what I watched.
I know. Lucy went through a whole season of deleting all of our streaming services to save money. Now we have them all back again.
So true. I took them all off, Kel, about a year ago. I was like, no more. This is crazy. Now I realise we've got them all back. Anyway, listen, this is some things I watched. Traitors USA seasons 1 to 4.
Seasons 1 to 4.
Traitors UK. And I've just finished season 4 and I've gotten through seasons 3 and now I'm back on season 2.
I think this is the key word. You are chunking through seasons and seasons of content.
Below Deck, Mediterranean below deck sailing yacht. I got up to date with their 90-day fiancé before the 90 days. The investigation of Lucy Letby, something a bit darker there. Unlocked, a jail experiment. I'm really into that one. It's where they let the prisoners kind of run the jail. That was good.
You are quintessentially that type of wife where I catch you watching or listening to these sorts of podcasts and I'm like, is she okay?
The new Lord of the Flies, because that's a classic novel. They've remade it into very dark. Didn't like it. Is it cake?
Oh, is it cake?
Valentine's Day edition.
Was it cake?
Sometimes cake, sometimes not. Shrinking, brilliant. Oh, one of my favourite shows of all time is Shrinking. The studio couldn't get into it. Starfleet Academy, 10 out of 10. I have watched, that's just a handful of what I watched. I just wrote down what I could remember.
Over the course of 2 weeks, you've exhausted all of the streaming services.
I know. And I did go on to socials and I was like, what are people watching? And I thought every single person has one show that they say, if you say, what should I watch? They go, you've got to watch this. Because I thought about it. Because if you said to me, Lucy, what should I watch? Of everything I just listed off there, it's not Is It Cake? It's not even Unlocked, a Jail Experiment. I know I've said it before, but I would say to people when they say, what should I watch? I'm like, have you watched Traitors? That's the show that is my one to recommend. Kel, if I asked you, what would you recommend to people to watch? I know it's going to be very different. Don't think about who you're recommending it, just what you're recommending.
Oh, no, you've already mentioned it. The one that we actually watched together, that's the other level, right? You're watching all the stuff on streaming, but there's stuff you watch together with your partner.
Yeah.
I would suggest you go and watch Shrinking.
Oh, yeah.
I think Shrinking is great. If you love Ted Lasso, it's from the same writers, and it's kind of the same vibe.
It's about psychologists.
It's not a family-friendly sort of show in the sense that there might be a few words you don't want the kids to hear, but the sentiment of the show.
Oh, about relationships
and heart and love and
parenting
support and getting
mental
through
health
life. Yeah.
and grief.
And having friends and relationship. It's just so good. It's so funny. It's so sad. And Harrison Ford's in it, and he's amazing.
Oh, he's amazing.
And Roy Kent from Ted Lasso, who writes it, is also starring in it in a very difficult role.
And spoiler, Michael J. Fox pops up and
he's
does
in
a
it right
cameo.
now. Yep.
And sobbed. Can't tell you why, but it's beautiful.
the best
I'm glad
thing
that
is-
you recommend that. That's
Oh, it's a
very
great
emotionally
show.
intelligent of you to do that.
I think
thought
it's-
you'd be like, I recommend the NFL.
Well, there's some great documentaries like Drive to Survive, the Formula One
Here we
documentary
go.
will be
You've-
coming
now
out
you've
later in
ruined
the
it. Now you've ruined
go
it.
for that. So you're asking for people's recommendations.
I wanna know.
Are you planning on being sick for another 2 weeks?
No, I'm not. No, I can't watch any more TV, nor can I sit on the couch anymore. I bought a new couch and now I've made a divot where my butt was. I've now made a divot.
Homer Simpson style.
Yeah, because I was on the couch so much. A lot of people recommending this. Kerry has recommended The Pit.
I've so wanted
Now-
to get on the pit, and Lucy refuses to jump on the train.
Because I'm not into medical dramas, and that's what it's a medical drama, right?
I know. All I hear is the pit this, the pit that.
Yeah,
I'm
people
thinking,
love it.
Yeah, I know. We should do it.
Okay, Vanessa.
And it's got that Noah Wiley in it, who's very easy on the eyes, ladies.
Vanessa says Heartland and The Resident. Okay, that's another doctor one, isn't
Is
it?
Heartland one of those sort of Western, sort of American, sort of Texas things? Sounds like it.
I couldn't tell you. Tim says The Pit is amazing, but season 2's lost its way.
Oh, no. It's done a Lost. Remember we all
No,
jumped on
it's all
Lost?
right. No,
and
I
then
never
Lost
watched
got
Lost.
completely
No.
confusing.
Also, Tim talked about one of my favourite shows. I should have mentioned this in my list because I've watched every single episode, every single season, Abbott Elementary.
Is that good?
Yeah, an amazing, amazing comedy show from America about teachers in a
Oh, I've seen you
primary
watching that.
school. Yeah,
Yes.
but it's one of those ones where it has a great message.
Yeah.
And
a bit like Parks and Rec-ish.
no, it's deeper. It's
Right.
silly, but it always has like a moment where you're laughing and then you're like, oh, that's the
got
lesson.
the heart.
Yeah, there's a big lesson in it.
That's good.
And they're working with sort of underprivileged kids in a lower area, a lower socioeconomic area. And, it's about race and it is a deep comedy. And I love Abbott Elementary. Amazing. No name, says Lucy and Kel, watch NCIS because there's 24 seasons,
Yeah.
so you'll never run out.
You could possibly start watching all of the different NCISs and then not finish.
But I don't like those because they're about crimes and murders and that stresses me out.
But they always solve them.
It doesn't matter.
They never not solve them.
Emma says This Is Us. Yes, I've heard people say that. Gabby says Old School Reco, Offspring.
I think we have Gabby joining us right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and if she wants to talk Offspring, I'm here for it, Gabby. Good morning, Gabby.
Good morning. How are you guys?
People
Good,
don't know
Gab.
this about me, Gabby, but I watched all of Offspring.
Hey,
and
Gabby.
one of my kids' names is Nina. So there you go.
Yes!
I know!
Oh my gosh, yay!
Now you're
That's how
gonna
much he loves Offspring. He called his kid Nina.
now you're going to traumatise
Oh.
me because I completely forgotten about this character. And which was the character that stuck with you the most in Offspring?
Oh, guys, of course it's Patrick. You can't go past Patrick.
Devastated.
Hey,
I was
Gabby,
absolutely
if
devastated.
I can get a word in edgeways with my husband who's
don't-
just wanting to talk about his favourite show,
we're,
Gabby.
we're fanboy and girling about
I just
Offspring.
want to tell Gabby, I don't know if this will change your opinion of me, Gabby, or even what your opinion of me is to begin with, but Gabby, I've never seen an episode of Offspring.
Oh, Lucy, no, that's atrocious. I love you, but no.
Also-
I'm sorry, it's too old
You
now.
Must, you must. I'll just say it's going to make your marriage stronger. Do yourselves a favour.
Really?
And just introduce yourself to Patrick and Nina. Oh my gosh,
Oh, my
your lives
goodness.
will be changed.
Gabby, I'm tearing up as we speak.
I don't
And
love
fun fact,
Aussie dramas.
Fun fact. Well, it's all over now. It's a long time
I know,
ago. But
true.
fun fact, Andy, who works behind the scenes here at the radio station, is in Offspring.
What do you mean?
Because she works in a hospital, Andy is in the background as an extra, sitting on a bench waiting to be seen by an actor playing a doctor.
That's funny.
That's Andy's claim to fame.
We've got Gig, Listener of the Year 2020. Oh my gosh, that seems like such a long time ago now. Hello, Gig.
Good morning.
All right, what's the show that you say to people, you've got to watch this?
We love Man on the Inside. It's Ted Danson and sort of the same team of The Good Place. It's an elderly gentleman who loses his wife tragically.
Yeah.
Really inspiring.
Oh, so it's a deep one.
It is. It's a comedy, but there's a lot in it that is very, very heartwarming.
Yes,
That's
I love
lovely.
deep comedies, and I do love Ted Danson. I have seen that, but I've never even thought to click on it, and I do love him because Good Place was amazing.
Plus, Ted Danson is great value.
Yeah.
Anything that he's in comes highly recommended.
The Lucy and Kel Podcast.
And dare I say, at the end of another successful podcast with Lucy and Casey, and I was also here for it. Well done, everybody involved.
So good to be back.
I'm glad you're happy to be back.
I am happy to be back. I love doing radio and podcasts.
Oh, we love you.
Oh,
All right, you
So
two.
in love.
Okay, you
Yeah.
two. Save it
He's
for
the
Valentine's
best.
Day. If
Done
people
deal.
want to get involved in this podcast, can they still do that?
Yes, they can. And we
Yes.
have had emails
We have
already
so
this
much.
morning. I
Yeah.
love all the emails that are coming through. You can email Lucy and Kel at positivemedia.com.au or just find me on socials because you know I'm a socials girl, Lucy Holmes Official, and we can have little chatties there.
We're looking forward to 5 episodes of this podcast this week. Let's get to tomorrow.
Yes.
Let's see if we can do 2 back-to-back. Do you think it's possible?
Yes, and also little update, everyone. During that podcast, I bought Kel a Valentine's present online.
Just then.
You're not supposed to.
Just then.
I said don't
No,
buy
it's not.
me.
I've closed it down. You can't come and have a
Will
look.
you tell me?
I said not to buy me. This was to make up for all the other presents you've gotten me over the years. This one that's coming for Valentine's Day is supposed to just be like, okay, well, thanks for all of the presents you've given me. I haven't really been spontaneous with my giving. So
I'm
you've gone and done
excited.
the opposite of what I've told you to do.
Just a little something, something.
You've ruined Valentine's Day.
No!
All right. Well, I'm very fortunate. Can you hear it in my voice?
You sound the same, happy or sad. So exciting.
Thank you for being a part of our first of 5 podcasts this week. There, I'm saying it out loud. Until we meet again, everybody.
Yeah.
Well, that's all for now. But you can download more podcasts anytime or catch Lucy and Kel live weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on 89.9 The Light.
This is the end bit. This is the end bit.
Woo!
This is the end bit
Yeah.
of the show.
And bit.